morning everyone, it's day one of the 2024 Iberian Masters. It looks like it's going to be another hot day. That beach looks inviting down there, doesn't it? We're just going to head down now, get some breakfast, get the draw done. I'm either off to E or F section today, but hopefully I'm going to get a peg with a few fish in front of it. So I'll see you up at the venue. Just for a sneaky peek for you all, this is the restaurant where we eat every morning. Dad's there with Marcus Billen having a chat. All the English lads are at the back there on the two tables at the back. And it's everything here is buffet style. Good morning. Everything here is buffet style. Self-service, all you can eat. So we're in here every breakfast time and evening as well. Plenty of food there. All down here is normally full on an evening as well. All the drinks and everything's down there. Desserts at the far side. And there's the rest of the restaurant there. Good morning.
Good morning.
So as you can see, this is where everybody sees each other every morning and every evening. It's a great social side to it. This is outside the hotel reception. There's Jose. Good morning, boys. The secret weapon.
Secret.
Secret.
Mitad por almuerzo y otro por mí.
Ah, okay. International rules, no more than 2.5 litre. Okay? And that's where they get the bait from. Very well organised. All the bait orders are there. Loads of bait for everyone. Plenty of staff on. My bait is here, ready for me. I really hope I need all that. And then this is the first level of the parking for everyone staying at the hotel. We're parked over there. So that is it. I've got the bait. And we've got about another 20 minutes before we can actually go onto our pegs. So we're just going to have a nice steady drive up to the venue. It's a few minutes before the off. Everything's ready. I'm kitted up. I'll show you and tell you everything about the match afterwards. All the rods are set up and the packed lunch has arrived. The organisers provide all the competitors with a packed lunch, bottle of water there. It's always a surprise what we got. That looks like a big sandwich. Usually it's meat, sausage or something like that. So there's a big baguette in there. What else we got? Banana. Chocolate bar. That looks like a donut to me. That looks like a donut and something else there. Fantastic. But I'm hoping we're going to be way too busy to eat it. How you doing everyone? Hope you're all okay. Obviously you can probably tell by the way that I'm dressed that quite a few things have changed weather-wise and conditions today. You can see Dad's there, he's sat behind the car. Give us a wave, Dad, give us a wave. He can't hear me. It's nice to see him not stuck in the car anyway. Hope you can hear me all right. That wind has been incredibly strong today. I'm going to flip the camera around in a moment for you just to show you the swim and everything and give you a quick rundown on how today has gone. Today's been the first day. I'm not going to recap over too much. If you want to have a catch up on what's been happening through the 2 days of practice, us getting here and all that sort of stuff, then there are vlogs underneath this one for you to check out. So it's been the first day and you don't actually draw your own peg for this competition. It is all automated and the peg that was drawn for me today was E12 and that's obviously where I am today. So I'm down here in E section. This is peg 12, peg 13 is the end peg and then there's a gap and then it goes round to where we actually fished yesterday. So I'll flip the camera around because I want to show you the swim and everything because I know that's what a lot of you want to see. Okay, so that's looking up the section. So I'm on E12, so that's 11, 10, 9, 8, going down that way, and then eventually when it gets to 1, that is when it's the start or the end of D section, going up the river. And as you can see, it's a big bend here. The wind's been hacking into us. It's dropped a little bit now, but it has made casting a little bit tricky, particularly with this high wall behind us. I'll talk you through one or two things, just key things with the setup and everything, because I know some of you are interested. But there's the swim anyway. I've got to admit that I did fancy it for a bite or two today. I really did. Obviously, I would have preferred to have been on the end peg, but it's second from end peg, and I think it's definitely an area I expected 1 or 2 bites. I'll be absolutely honest with you, but it's slightly different from a lot of the other pegs. It's very ununiform, if that's even a word. As you can see up there, there isn't any weed close in or anything like that. However, this particular spot has got this huge, well, it is a reed bed really, but it's really, really shallow. And as you can see, there's lots of debris in there. It's just between these two pegs, between mine and the lad on the left. As you can see, look at it, there's loads, and it goes a hell of a long way out as well. All right, and then that's to the left, but then the sun's just gone in, so you can't really see it properly now. But when the sun was lighting it all up, you can see that weed goes right out there, which, to give you an idea of how far out that goes, I've used my 5.5 metre landing net handle today, and that's gone to about there. All right, and so and to the right you've got rocks as well, where it shallows right up. So that's obviously was always going to be a bit of an issue if I was to get any bites and hook any fish. So just to combat all that, you can see, I mean, the sun's gone in, but this is my best opportunity to show you how clear it actually is. It's ridiculously clear. I've never seen it as clear as this. Like I say, when the sun was shining, it was much more obvious, but you can see how clear it is. It's unreal. So yeah, we're high off the water, so that's where the 4 metre keep net comes in. That's a 4 metre river keep net, but it is obviously 4 metres. Can be used on any venue, we use it a lot. And obviously that coupled with long landing net handles. Ethos Pro, I'm not going into too much with the products, I'm not here to push products, but I just want to show you why and when we would use these. I've got a 4.5 metre power one set up, but because I'm so far back, I actually set up the 5.5 metre one, all right, which is obviously giving me an extra metre. So I've had two set up there, as you can see, to give me a chance of netting any fish out there before they get to these obstacles. It's been all around the horizon, 12-foot horizon rods again. If you want to catch up on them, just check up on the previous vlogs, just so I'm not going over old ground. So let me zoom across to that all-important far bank for you. Now, some would say it's a little bit messy over there. As you can see, the lad on my left, he's had basically rocks. He could get really close into the rocks, as you can see. However, my swim from about there, it's all overhangs, as you can see. Now, whilst it looks a little bit messy to fish, I personally think it looks quite fishy. You'd think that there would be one or two fish being holed up over there, wouldn't you? I'm not saying they're going to be easy to catch. Now, that spot, that's about halfway between me and the lad on the right. You can get in tight there, and I spent literally half an hour, because we had loads of time to set up, I spent a half an hour trying to find a clear spot there to fish, and it was horrendous. And I haven't done it. It was an option if I needed to, but I never went in there. It was just impossible. You were landing on rocks and snags and all sorts. So there we go, there's the swim, all right. And it's been quite a simple match, to be honest. So when I say it's a simple match, I've just basically fished two lines, fished down the middle and across. That's basically it. I didn't put a short line in, however, I was willing to do that if I needed to. But again, on that inside, it was just boulders right out to about 12 metres. It was horrible. I really didn't want to, you know, start trying to fish over that lot, and I haven't done. But I'm pleased to say that I have actually caught. The mission for today and the following 2 days, if you're up to date on how hard this venue is actually fishing, is it's been to get a bite. Simple as that. That is it. If you can catch all 3 days, you're going to be, we predicted this morning, if you could catch all 3 days, you could make top 10 if you catch anything. And you know, that's how hard it is. So obviously for me to get my first bite, I've on the first bite after 40 minutes, and that was a carp about 1.5 kilo, something like that. But obviously it was just brilliant to get the bite, and even better to land it, especially with all those obstacles down there. When I hooked it, it actually kited right round to the right, and it was instant. As soon as the feeder hit the bottom, as I was tightening up, that's when it's gone. And I've honestly thought, because it's kited so quickly to the right, I thought I'd foul hooked it, you know, just drop the rig on the back of it, and then it's come up this margin right up towards me, and I could scoop it with a 5.5 metre net. So I got that one after 40 minutes, which obviously settles you down a little bit, because you know you've caught. And then that's been it then until halfway through the match. I've got onto my other line, on my second line. I've tweaked about with different baits, you know, with ground bait. I've put a little bit of worm in as well at times, just to try and trigger something, see if there were any Carasio out there, and obviously the sticky mag as well. And halfway through, I've gone on the middle line, and after I think it was 11 minutes, So I've had one fish as soon as the feeder hit the bottom, and then the other one's come on in 11 minutes. So there's not much of a pattern there, is there? But the second one was a little bit bigger. I managed to hook it, I had to unclip, it's ran out, and it actually went this side, it went in front of all this weed here. So I've stood up, tried to keep it away, and it's behaved itself a little bit. So I've managed to scoop that up as well at full length with a 5.5 metre landing net as well. So that is it. I've ended up with 2 fish. Now that doesn't sound amazing, but if information on the bank is accurate, then I should be all right in the section, I think. There's a lad further down there on E7. I think he caught a couple early on, and the last I've heard anything was with 1 hour to go. Michael Schlogel, who's been up and down the bank, kind of let me know what's been happening. It sounded like him on E7 at that time had 5 fish. He was winning the section. And then there was about 4 or 5 other people with 1 fish. And then obviously when I got my second with an hour to go, he said I was lying in second in the section, in the, is it 17, 18 peg section? So with an hour to go, Michael says, you know, with my 2 fish, I would be second in the section, but obviously that was with an hour to go, and I've no idea what, or if anything's been caught. So that's it. They're coming down here with the scales now, so that obviously suggests there hasn't been a hell of a lot caught, because they got to me very quickly. So I'm going to get weighed in. Obviously, I'm not going to speculate on results and stuff, and yeah, I'll check in with you once I get back to the hotel, where I can obviously talk to you about some actual facts about the results and everything. Olé, olé, there we go. Olé. 2 fish. Fantastic. Well, I'm back at the hotel now. The results have been posted online. However, I can't film them properly for you until later on this evening, when they get printed out and put up onto the display board. So what I'm going to do is, in tomorrow's video, I will, first thing tomorrow morning, video all of the full results for you, so that you can go through them and just physically look at every single angler's result from today. Okay, so I'm going to do that. Oh, it's tiring walking up these stairs. It has been confirmed. I am second in the section, which is obviously, it's a fantastic start. The aim was to get a bite, so to end up second in section, then obviously I'm really, really happy about that. So thanks for all the great wishes. I'm going to go and get a shower and go downstairs and get something to eat with everybody, and I'll film the full result for you for everybody in the competition, the full result from today in tomorrow's vlog for you. So I look forward to checking in with you tomorrow.